Good morning, beloveds. It actually was a relatively quiet night. I know that a lot of the families have turned over in our neighborhood, and apparently the fireworks were a lot quieter this year. I don't know what that was about. I have theories, but including the fact that a number of our families in our neighborhood have changed over. The houses have been for sale lately, so um, I may be dealing with a lot of younger kids now. Okay, it is July 5th. Our title is Living Waters. Our first quote is, I come that they may have life and that they might have it more abundantly. John 10:10. The next quote is, the law of circulation is retarded. No. When the law of circulation is retarded, stagnation results. It is only as we allow the divine current to flow through us, on and out, that we really express life. Not a Science of Mind, page 440. 440. I can't talk today. I don't know. You'd think it was Monday, and it's not. It's Tuesday. Okay. The Sea of Galilee is a sparkling, vital body of water. It is filled with an abundance of fish and other lives, a source of food for the surrounding inhabitants. It receives fresh water from the Jordan River and other tributaries and willingly releases that water to continue its course to the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea receives the gift readily enough, but clings to its water. There is no outlet. The water becomes stagnant, unable to support any living thing. Similarly, we sometimes tend to cling to ideas, things, relationships, and jobs that no longer serve us or are not satisfying. Like the Dead Sea, we become stagnant. The universe is more than willing to give to us, just as it does the Sea of Galilee, all that we can accept. When we release outdated beliefs and situations, we create space for new ideas, relationships, and greater creative expression. We open tributaries to vitality, joy, and opportunity. With expectancy and activity, our lives sparkle with new meaning. I release ideas and things which do not serve me. I open my heart and mind for the divine current of good to flow into and through my life. I am free then to accept and express ever greater joy and love. All I need to know to express greater creativity is revealed to me, and I willingly act accordingly. And that is MM. Let's see who MM is, and then we'll think about this, because I read an article recently. No, I was looking at nature pictures. I love nature pictures. Uh, okay, Marilyn Mooney. That's who MM is. So that's who our author is today. Um, but it was nature pictures, and they were showing pictures of the Dead Sea. And the Dead Sea, not only is it stagnant, but it is inhospitable to living things. If living things end up in it, it is toxic and can kill them. Uh, and and if you can look around your house and see some of the same things. It's like, is your house choked with stuff? And I'm saying that out loud because mine is. I have too much stuff. And I'm in the process of releasing stuff. And that's one of the reasons why one in, one out is a good rule. It's like, as things come in, you need to let things go. Um, and it's the same with ideas. It's the same with beliefs. It's like, we're allowed to change our minds. We can hold a position on anything until we find out that it does not serve us. And then we are allowed to let it go. Because sometimes those old beliefs are choking us. Sometimes we may have people in our lives that we absolutely love and adore, but we've changed and they haven't. And because they haven't grown with us, they're choking us. And so sometimes it is time to reevaluate. And I'm not saying to cut people out of your lives, but what I'm saying is maybe let them go, spend less time with them. and find other people who are more in line with, where your life is going now. Or maybe it's time to spend a little time by yourself. Don't completely isolate yourself though. That's not entirely, unless you're going to do that whole retreat thing, but they're only meant to be done for short periods of time. So, it is about, so we get insular, I think is the word. It's like when we spend too much time doing the same things with the same people all the time, like we get stagnant. It's like no new ideas come in. And so it's super important to look around the world and go, all right, what new information do I need? And what old beliefs and old ideas do I have that are holding me back? What ideas do I have that maybe need to be updated, maybe need to be changed, maybe need to be tweaked, maybe just need to be discarded outright? Because I'm sitting here thinking about, I'm going to have cataract surgery. And so for like 2 weeks, I'm not going to be allowed to bend over, which is going to be interesting for me because right now, with whatever is going on in my body, my knees don't bend quite the way I would like them to. So it's like anything that normally lives at a certain level in my house is going to have to move. So I'm thinking, and now I'm going to have to rearrange my closets. Some things that normally sit on lower shelves are going to have to come up. And so I'm looking at my closet going, well, you know what? I haven't worn that in a very long time. Maybe it's time to release it. So, and we can do the same thing with ideas, and people. And it's like stuff is a good way to look at it because you can see and feel the weight coming off you with stuff. But ideas and people, it's the same thing. When you let go of ideas and beliefs that are no longer serving you, you'll feel the weight come off, So, the living waters. Oh, yes. Having multiple sources coming in and sources going out. It is very important. And her example of the Sea of Galilee versus the Dead Sea is exactly that. Look up the Dead Sea. Look up, that it's very, got a very high salt content. And so some of the pictures coming out of it are beautiful, but in that terrifying way. So, all right. So let's go back. Living waters. See if I missed anything. From John 10:10, I come that they might have life and then they might have it more abundantly. And when we talk about abundance, it's a moving thing. It's not just about stuff. It's not just about money. It's about the richness of your life. And if you are allowing your life to be choked out by stuff and ideas, are you living abundantly? And then the second one, from the Science of Mind, page 440, when the law of circulation is retarded, stagnation results. It is only as we allow the divine current to flow through us, on and out, that we really express life. And that's one of those things where we want to remember that we are actually channels. When we channel the power into us, it will burn us out if we don't let it out. And the same thing, ironically, with love. If you're constantly taking in love, it inflates you to the point of you got to have an outlet. You got to have an outlet for that love. And there are multiple kinds of outlets. I'm looking at two of mine right now. They're laying on the couch next to me. So, you got to remember circulation, constantly moving. That's what keeps bodies of water healthy, is circulation. And that's what she talks about. So the Sea of Galilee is a sparkling, vital body of water. It is filled with an abundance of fish and other life, a source of food for the surrounding inhabitants. It receives fresh water from the Jordan River and other tributaries and willingly releases that water to continue its course to the Dead Sea. Okay? The Dead Sea receives the gift readily enough, but clings to its water. There is no outlet. The water becomes stagnant and unable to support any living thing. Similarly, we sometimes tend to cling to ideas, things, relationships, and jobs that no longer serve us or are not satisfying. And that's it. We cling to them because we are it's called a monkey trap. And basically they hollow out a coconut and then they put something in the coconut and they drill a small hole in the coconut to hollow it out. And then they put something in the coconut that the monkey wants. And the hole's just big enough the monkey can get his hand in. But once he grabs the stuff and makes that fist, he can't get his fist out. Yeah. Sometimes we gotta let stuff go because we're trapped. We're literally trapped. And she says we can be trapped by ideas. We can be trapped by things. We can be trapped in relations. We can be trapped by jobs. We all have jobs and we need the money, but are they satisfying? Is there something else that we could be doing? Because abundance isn't just about money. It is about the richness of life. I'm a little shocked at how much I slept over the last 3 days, and I'm just going, something in my life's got to change, and I just don't know what it is yet. And so that's what now that I'm aware of it, that's what I'm looking for. It's like, I love my job, but is there a better way that I could be doing this so that I'm not tired all the time? Because the richness of my life is definitely suffering if I'm just sleeping the weekend. It was a 3-day holiday and I slept it away. I needed it though. So, like the Dead Sea, we become stagnant. The universe is more than willing to give to us, just as it does to the Sea of Galilee, all that we can accept. When we release outdated beliefs and situations, we create space for new ideas, relationships, and greater creative expression. And that right there is it. When we release outdated beliefs and situations, we create space for new. All right? Sometimes we got to pull our hands out of that coconut and just leave whatever trinket was in that coconut that we really thought we wanted, because the bigger picture of life is more important than whatever was in that coconut. We open tributaries of vitality, joy, and opportunity. With expectancy and activity, our lives sparkle with new meaning. All right. So, and then it's Marilyn Mooney is what I said. So here's her beautiful little treatment. I release ideas and things which do not serve me. I open my heart and mind for the divine current of good to flow into and through my life. I am free then to accept and express ever greater joy and love. All I need to know to express greater creativity is revealed to me, and I willingly act accordingly. So, the living waters. Which means you already know the mission I'm going to give you. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to create that outlet in our life, to release outdated beliefs, outdated ideas, anything that is stagnating us, to open our hands and get our hands out of those coconuts. So that's the mission, should we choose to accept it. And one of the outdated ideas that I'm always harping on is the idea that, abundance is all about money, because it's not. It really is the richness of life. And the richness of your life is through your friends, the things that you do, what you want to do. Raymond Charles Barker says that abundance is the ability to do what you want when you want. It's not about money. Money helps. Don't get me wrong. Money helps, but that's not the main part of abundance. All right. So, that is the mission today. The other mission is the same one I give you every day, which is to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself. On Sunday, Reverend Jesse definitely talked about the spiritual practice of rest. This is similar to that. It is a spiritual practice of self-care. It is because you deserve your own love. You deserve your own kindness. You deserve your own compassion. Always. And practice on yourself because it creates that bank. We all meet people who need a little extra. By practicing on ourselves, we create that first response, that default setting, but we also create a bank for those people that need that extra, which some days is us, you know? All right, beloveds. As always, I do encourage you to do something to engage your mind and your body. I do encourage you to drink plenty of water. We've got no relief from the heat coming, so you consider giving your, your yard a drink too, your trees a drink too. And then get that early in your day bright light, reset those hormones. I was watching on Instagram of all places, and he's a Hallmark star. And he was talking about how to get better sleep. And that was one of them. Like, get that early in your day bright light. Go out, get in the sunlight. It really does help reset your circadian rhythms. Science. And as always, I encourage you, open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you, you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around you, all the time. State of mind, state of consciousness. Okay? That means you can create heaven in any place, not just one. Okay, so follow Emma's advice. Look for the good and praise it. Okay, I know that there's something else that I need to do before I get to work, so I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, an amazing day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, an enchanting day, a magical day. I hope you got plenty of rest over the holiday. A letting stuff go day. A letting ideas go today, a opening up new tributaries day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day, because you are enough just as you are. You are a beloved child of God in whom God is well pleased and well represented always. All right, beloveds. So catch us on the social medias. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I am the running Rev Ryan on the social medias. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I should be back with you around 9 a.m. I will let you know that if you want to know what's going on at Creative Life, email info@creativelife.org. Get on the constant contact. Those hot links are hot. So, okay. That's what I know. Have a great day. Know that you're loved, and I will see you next time.